Hi guys, I am back with a new video. This is going to be kind of an updated version of my self-harm video, which I will link on here somewhere. Maybe I'll put it right here. Right there. Or on my face or something. I don't know. But basically, if you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's kind of an inspirational video about something serious, and it doesn't really discuss much detail about self-harm or anything, or like my story or anything, but it talks about ways to get through some stuff, and if you need a sign tonight, that's your sign. But I am going to get into the video. I'm going to not really do very much, I'm not going to do much editing for it. It's going to be pretty straightforward. So yeah, keep watching if you'd like to see that. So today is October 7th, 2015. A year ago today, I was crying and I had not gone a single day without cutting myself, and I was hurting a lot, and I went to somebody who didn't help. They tried and they succeeded at hurting me in a different way, and it's one of those things that I was in such a bad place that I couldn't get away from them, and I couldn't figure out how to stop. So I continued letting them beat me up and hurt me until like March of this year. So that's like 6 months. That's a long time that I continued to let the same person hurt me in ways. But the reason why I was so okay with it is because I was constantly getting beat up by myself and getting beat up by other friends and other people in my life, and I really didn't know who to turn to or what to do, and I didn't know that that was a wrong friendship or relationship. So I just kept going towards this person that continued to hurt me, and I don't know why I did that, but I couldn't find a way to stop. So on this night, 365 days ago, I was blackmailed. And I don't want to go into much detail about exactly what happened, but they said that they were going to report me. So I went to bed crying. I was a mess. So I didn't cut myself that night. So that marked the day, for the first day in a couple months that I hadn't cut myself. And I mean, I don't really know where to go with this much. I'm just kind of talking and verbalizing, but I haven't cut myself since that day. And no, I'm not saying that my life has just went, oh, it's all good, you're a good person, I'm gonna just stop treating you rough. And I still haven't stopped beating myself up for stupid things or making errors or making mistakes. My life isn't perfect. I'm not saying that in any way. I'm just saying that I have gotten through something. And no, I'm not recovered. No, I haven't completely faced recovery yet, but I'm recovering. And I'm probably always going to live with the fears inside of me of turning back into this damaging mode and to turn back into a way of hurting myself, but I don't want to do that anymore. And I don't want to put myself in a position that I turn to these destructive ways. And I mean, I'm going to hurt people. That's who I am, and I'm going to beat myself up for it, and I'm going to lose friends, but I'm not going to lose myself, because I am here and I want to influence all of you guys watching, and I want to influence myself, and I want to make a difference, and I want to keep taking my You Are Worth It cards, and I want to change it into something bigger and better, and I want to take that video and I want to do more with it, and I want more people to see, and I want to change somebody's life. Like, I don't want to be just somebody who, yeah, I went to school with them in middle school, or I was friends with them and then this happened, or something like that. Like, I want to make a difference, and I want it to be something that, like, maybe I'm not going to be an actor, maybe I'm not going to be a singer, maybe I'm not going to be on the next huge TV show or make the new biggest record or be the next big star. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to change the community around me and make a difference and, I don't know, be noticed by someone. And I think the greatest thing I've ever heard is that I'm somebody's hero and that I have helped people find themselves. And I don't think that people understand how much their words mean to me, because it means a lot knowing that I have done something for somebody and that I have created this movement within some people that they no longer need to hurt themselves. And that's something that came from me, that I told myself that I wasn't going to do this anymore, and I couldn't risk letting other people down. Like, there were days that I thought I was going to break, and there were days that I've cried over things that I shouldn't have cried about, and there's days that I've gotten 4 hours of sleep because so-and-so lied to me, or so-and-so did this and that, and I came up to school the next day and I was a mess. And then I took a test the next day, and I've failed a test this week, and it's going to affect who I am and what I'm doing with my life, but I don't want to lose my hope that I've given myself, and I don't want to lose any of the hope people have given me. Like, I can't say I'm the strongest person alive, because I'm not, and I have hurt people, and I have broken myself, and I don't know how many people can say that they have hurt themselves and that they don't regret it. I do wish that I hadn't become friends with some people who showed me that cutting myself was a okay way, and that labeling myself as depressed or suicidal was okay, because it's not. And mental illness isn't a joke, and I don't know if I'm depressed. I've never been diagnosed as depressed, but there are days and weeks and months that sometimes get me down, and maybe it's just normal teenage stuff, and maybe I'm going to look back in 10 years and be like, yeah, that was something that happened. But today marks 1 year. 1 year since I decided from that day forward I wasn't going to hurt myself anymore. And tomorrow marks the day that I didn't go to school because I was so scared of seeing somebody, and I was so scared of having all of the stuff inside me build up and hurt me, and I didn't come to school, and I scared people because they knew how upset I was, and that's not okay. That's not okay that I let people feel that. But I came to school and I had great people giving me cards and lollipops and say that I was gonna be okay, and I had people that saw my cuts and that they ran away crying because they didn't want me to do that to myself. And I have always had my parents being my best friends and backing me up and helping me through this. And it's a process. Like I said, I'm not recovered. I'm recovering. And that's okay. It's been a year. Years don't change everything. Time doesn't make all pain fade. There's people who I thought I wanted to stay in my life forever, and they didn't. I thought there were people who I loved in a way that I didn't love just as friends, but that wasn't the case either. And there's so many things built up on every single thing that happens in your life, and it makes you who you are, and it's gonna hurt. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna hurt, and I'm not gonna say it doesn't get easier, and I'm not gonna say it does, because sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes you're going to hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt, and it's gonna be better, and it's gonna hurt again, and you're gonna find somebody, and they're gonna change your world, and then they're gonna not feel the same way, or they're going to not have things that can work like that, and it's going to hurt. I'm never going to tell you it's not. But I'm not going to say it's not going to get better either, because that's not the case. You're going to find yourself, and you're going to get better, and maybe that's speaking into a camera trying to have somebody listen, or maybe that's speaking into the camera trying to have somebody else find hope. And I don't know. Sometimes it's it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna keep saying that. But it's not worth giving up. And there's gonna be people who hurt you. There's gonna be people who publicly humiliate you, and there's gonna be people who say stuff behind your back and who are going to ruin your reputation or hurt you or have so-and-so break up with so-and-so, and there's gonna be people who fall in love with you, and there's gonna be people who hate you, and it's all gonna happen. It's life. You can't stop it. But you shouldn't try either, because there's no point in giving up. Not when there's so much to live for. So, in all of this, I just want you to remember that no matter what happens in your life, it's not the end. And things are gonna suck. They are, and I'm not gonna lie and say they're not. But things are gonna be great too. And you're going to wake up one morning and say that you made it, because you did. And I'm really debating on whether or not to share my story with you, because it may seem like I'm not old enough to experience things and that I'm not old enough to give advice and help or tell anyone how the world works. And that's not what I'm trying to do, because I only know how my world right now for me works, and it's not the case. But there were people who I thought that I was going to be with forever and that were going to be my friends forever, and there were people who I thought could never hurt me, and they betrayed me in a way that I didn't think they had the capability to do. And there's going to be things that hurt. It's going to hurt. And it has hurt. It still hurts. And I'm not going to say it doesn't. Because you're not going to believe me if I say it doesn't. But the great thing is, there's so many people. And I'm sitting here talking to a camera to post on a website to share with these people who want to know my story and who want to have a little bit of hope. And one thing for me is that I have taken my words that I have said, and I believe them. And I've watched these videos, and I've watched things, and my videos I produce, I need sometimes for me. So no, maybe they won't help you. Maybe they do, and maybe they're going to be something you want to share, and that's okay. You don't have to do anything that you don't even have to put my name on it. I just want to help, and I just want to make a difference. And I think that's the biggest thing for me, is that it's not about getting attention or being the next person to be on Ellen or on a show that notices people who make a difference. I just want to help someone. And I don't need to save a life. I don't need to make someone and go into a new relationship or have somebody not commit suicide because of me. I just want to make a difference to one person. And even that, if that's today, you take my words and you don't hurt yourself and you don't give up on me, please don't give up on me. If you do that tonight, that's all I ask. I think that's important to realize, that nobody expects things out of you. They're going to act like they do, but your life is you, It's your life, and you have complete control over anything you want to do. So if that's start a business, do it. If that's raise money for a company, if that's go to a concert, if that's work your butt off so you can go see your own best friend, if that's shaving your head or doing your makeup the way you want to, it's your life. You do. And don't regret anything, because regret hurts and it kills from the inside, and it's gonna sting like poison every single time you say words that you are going to regret, or that you say, I regret when I did blah blah blah, because at the time that was what you thought was the right choice and that's what you wanted to do. And I think that's what really matters. Sorry, I kind of didn't stay completely on track with this, and I said I was gonna do it in one video, but I didn't, and I'm just going to upload this. So if you see this right now, I guess it's up. But let me know if you want to hear my story. I will make that if you guys want, and don't give up. Stay strong and beautiful and safe tonight. And I wish you luck with whatever you want to do with your life. Good night. And I love you guys, or maybe it's good morning, whenever you're watching this. I hope you have a fantabulous rest of your day, or night, or whatever it is. I hope you're gonna, I know you're gonna be okay. And I hope you realize that too. Bye guys.